Hi, in this video we will learn how to extract data from a PDF document produced by equipments used in the oil and gas sector. In this era of digital transformation, oil and gas companies produce large volumes of data at every stage in their business value chain. The data is extracted from sensors and machines. However, since the data is in unstructured formats, it gets very challenging for companies to store, extract, and retrieve data on time. So in this video, we will explore how to create a report model, customize it using properties and multiple available options, and then export the extracted data to an Excel sheet. Let's see how it's done with the help of an example. Here we have a sample data produced by an electronic pressure transmitter. The data comprises of the available connections that the transmitter has. We want to extract all of this data in a tabular format and export the output to an Excel sheet. We will perform this task in two steps. For the first step, we need to create a report model. Astera ReportMiner uses a template-based extraction model to extract data from unstructured file sources. We refer to this template as a report model or an extraction template. This is what the model layout looks like once all the data region and fields are added. After this is done, we will export the extracted data to an Excel sheet. On the start screen, go to File, New, and choose Report Model. This will open up a window where you basically have to choose the source file and open it. Once done, the unstructured file opens up in Astera ReportMiner along with the model layout pane and the report options pane. There are some configurations inside the report options window which can be used to modify how ReportMiner reads our file. The reading options depend on the file type and content type of the data. In this case, we have a PDF file, so we can specify a scaling factor for better alignment of the data, or change the font or tab size and so on and so forth. For now, let's just stick with the default settings. So after scrolling down to the page where we want to extract data from, at a first glance we can see that there is very little spacing between the columns. This can easily be fixed by specifying a scaling factor to ensure that the spacing of the PDF perfectly lines up with our data. The scaling factor option can be found inside the report options pane. Let's set it to 3. Once done, we can see that there is sufficient spacing between the columns, and this makes the process of data extraction easier. Now let's add a data region. Right click on this data node inside the model layout panel and select Add Data Region. Observe that a data node is added to the report model along with a pattern box and the properties panel besides the designer. Now we need to specify a pattern that ReportMiner can match on this file to extract the desired data points. The template design is very flexible when it comes to specifying the pattern. We can use the built-in alphabetic, numeric, or alphanumeric character wildcards, or even write our own pattern in the box. Let's use a combination in this scenario. We will use a numeric wildcard along with the letters IP, since they appear in all of the rows of our data. Move the cursor on the pattern box directly above the line which coincides with the letters IP and type the letters. Next, we use the space wildcard and finally the alphanumeric wildcard to finalize the pattern. As you can see, the report model editor now selects all the rows of data that match the pattern. Next, highlight the area that you want to extract data from, right-click and then select Add Data field. The first field is added as it appears in the model layout. You can also see the field properties panel besides the designer. Here, let's rename the field to Electrical Connection. There are also other options that we can use to clean our data right before it gets extracted. We repeat this process of adding data fields and renaming it until we have extracted all the data fields from this file. Here you can see a final structure of the report model in the model layout panel. We can verify the model by previewing the data. This will give us an idea on how the unstructured file is processed and how the unstructured data is extracted using the report model that we have created. To do that, simply click on this icon called Preview Data placed in the toolbar. You can see a data preview window right at the bottom of the ReportMiner application. Simply bring this up, and here you will be able to see the entire report structure with all the actual values for the defined fields. Now let's move on to the second step, that is exporting this output to an Excel file. There is a separate panel to export the data, which is this data export settings. Here you can see a variety of options to export the data. We can export our data to an Excel spreadsheet, a CSV file, or a database table. For now, let's export the report model to an Excel spreadsheet. Click on this small spreadsheet icon. A configuration window for the XLSX destination file opens up. Here we provide the file path to where the ReportMiner application would extract this data. You can further configure your export settings using these available options. For now, let's leave them on default and click OK. The process of extraction and exporting now begins. After the process is complete, you will be able to see the details in the job progress window right here. There will also be a clickable link for the exported data file that will be generated. Here you can see the exported data in an Excel spreadsheet. For further post-processing, we can even export the data and open it in a data flow to cleanse it or add data quality rules. And there's so much more that you can do with Astera ReportMiner. You can create reusable extraction templates that can automate and speed up the data extraction process for you. If you're interested in learning more, sign up for a personalized demo today and our experts will guide you how can Astera ReportMiner make your business processes more efficient. Book your slot today.